So if you had a billboard up on the N1 with your face there and a speech bubble, what would be in the speech bubble? What would you want to tell the world?
I think for the world just to chase your dreams, but also
Mm.
keep track of your dreams, and also to be patient when you have these new challenges, because lots of times we want things and we want it right now, but there's no process, there's nothing going through. So I think patience is key to that, but still do
Wow.
and understand the journey.
Okay. Wow. Nice. Nice. Everybody, welcome to another episode of Movers and Shakers of Paarl. Today, I think I've got my first Springbok rugby player on the show. Of course, he doesn't need any introduction. I've got Renfred Dazel here. He, of course, also in Paarl, born and bred in Paarl, played through all the ranks. He played 7 Springboks and now he's the assistant coach of the Blitzbokke. Of course, a very busy man, but he's given me some of time off of his busy schedule to chat to me. I just wanted to find out a bit about his journey. So Renfred, dankie. Of praat ons Engels Afrikaans enige? So mix.
Ja, ons gaan mix gaan.
Born and bred in Paarl, primary school, high school, the same?
No, high school the same. I went to Polo Superior Secondary.
Okay.
Been coached there by Mr. Clayton, who's currently working in New Zealand now.
Oh, nice.
And Mr. Ethel Ondong, I think he's
Okay.
one of my mentors throughout my rugby career.
Okay.
I think the ambition started way back in primary school. I was 7 years old, and you did basically all the sports that's on the school.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, and I think you grew up in a rugby family, Gardens people. I think your dad is also Gardens, so yeah, we grew up watching uncles play rugby. Every Saturday you go with them if they play Tal Yusufat or traveling somewhere in Cape Town, you go with them, and that's how it basically started.
Yeah. Did you play rugby at school? Were you like a top star at school?
No, I wasn't a top star. Normally back then it was all about size. I was probably the smallest player on the
Okay.
field, but I was very quick. Primary school went to high school, and then I broke my leg under 15. It was very bad injury, so it basically it kept me out for more than 12 months, and then
Wow.
the following year started to play more under 16 first team rugby. 2 years first team. Back then it was standard 9 and standard 10. That's when we played, but yeah, that was my
Okay.
wasn't played a bit of trials for Boland, but that was it for school. And then
Okay.
everything started, I think, after.
Yeah. So after school, you get after matric. What's happening? What's happening in Renfred's life?
I think Mr. Ondong was a coach in standard 9 and standard 10, and he used to coach. He was a first team coach for Newtons,
Okay.
and he took the first team to Saturdays, and then we played third team for Newtons and sat on the bench for the second team.
Okay.
And then when I finished school after, I played 3.5 years for Newtons
Yeah.
with him coaching me, and then I went on to play for Darling for a few years. And so my career started, went to the Jackie Abrams house, play Boland Merit team,
Okay.
and then went to emerging sevens for 2 years, 2003, 2004 I couldn't play because of an injury. I picked up in a club game for Newtons against Abbotsdale here in Newton.
Wow.
And I think that's where my rugby career made a slight U-turn.
What
And
injury
then
was it?
It was a knee injury.
Okay. Okay.
So I basically thought of it still playing rugby, and then the opportunity came also wanted to go to the police, fill in forms, did the medical, and then suddenly something happened. I got a contract from Boland,
Okay.
and then everything just escalated from there.
Contract to play or contract to coach?
No, contract to play.
Okay, cool.
Contract
Alright.
to play. I was still a youngster back then. I
Alright,
was
cool.
22, 23 years old.
All right. And so how long were you at Boland?
I played 4 years for Boland. I played Currie Cup First Division, and then back in the day, started with the sevens, 2005. So you had deal contracts. You played for 4 months. You played First Division, and then the other 8 you contracted to the sevens, and you basically the first week of the month you go for training camp.
Okay.
The next 2 you play for your union. The last week of the month is a pre-departure camp. That's when it was still run semi-professional, and
Yeah.
then 2007 I think Paul through made slight changes in it, so we got full-time contracts, and then you only contracted with Saro and with the Sevens.
Okay.
And I think that's where the Sevens also made a step up, and just the following year we won the first World Series.
Yeah. That was probably the time where Sevens became more professional. You could actually make a living out of playing Sevens rugby.
Yeah, I think for us, and we also had this Fidencia thing, and the way back, but I'm not gonna go more into that. But and I think where the Sevens helped us, that were there, myself and Denwell and a few players, so we could easily fall back onto the Sevens.
Yeah.
And go and play. That's why we decided now we're gonna take that 2-year contracts.
Okay.
2008-9 first South African team that won the South African League. It was still held in George back
yeah.
then, and then afterwards everything just escalated from there. We stayed in Stellenbosch. We now the sports academy in Stellenbosch, SAS Sports Academy. So we're there now for I think the last 6 or 7 years.
Okay.
And
nice.
I think from 2008 everything just got better.
Yeah.
And I think what Neil did with the Sevens was amazing. So now for 2 years we won the series, and now we came forth. We qualified for the Olympics, and I
Yeah.
think that is with
Massive.
7 year with this massive, and Sevens now you can make a living out of. If you look at 10 years ago, with the money that you get from Sevens and compared to where the 15s guys getting was far apart. But I think now quality players, and even 15s, they take your players now.
Yeah, I see,
if they perform. There's lots of guys that left the system. Stars
Yeah.
from the Sevens that go to the 15s, and I think that's massive for us to see that Sevens is not just a place to start and you finish your career there, but you can actually go on and get it further heights in the Sevens.
So tell me something. So you playing Sevens before Blitzbokke. So what? I mean, when you get a call for Blitzbokke, were you always in the system? How did you?
It started way back, but it was normally Chester was still the coach back then. They had training camps here at Drakenstein. Before that, it was Victor Verster back then. So we had training camps there. They invited Boland, SVD, and then it's just a combined team. So Boland didn't have enough players.
Okay.
And that Saturday morning they came, they knocked on the door, they asked if I don't want to join them because they want players. So then actually from that day onwards, it just went, everything just escalated with my rugby career, and they used to have a reserve pool with the Sevens.
Okay.
So they played in George, so we that were in selected for that reserve pool. So if any player of any country get injured, then they can pull you in.
Okay.
And we had a few of that when we played in Australia.
Okay.
So there's one guy, while I'm on it, we played in Australia, so we had 2 injuries. So
Okay.
now we're down to 10 players.
Yeah.
And we drafted a guy from Australia into our squad just to fill up the numbers.
Okay.
That's how it wasn't that professional back
Okay.
then. So we won the tournament at the end of the day, and he was there on the stage with us collecting the trophies and stuff, and he was fully South African for that tournament. Yeah, but
okay.
that's how it started.
So tell me something. You guys travel Sevens every week in a different country. You can't probably start a family while you're so young.
I think for me, when I was what's 2008-9 series, I can still remember because I got married.
Oh my God.
I got married in 2009 April.
Wow.
And 6 months before the wedding, 7 months before the wedding, with my first son Brody. So I got him, and it was a bit difficult back then with the traveling.
Yeah, of course.
Because my wife, Maralies, I had to deal with it, with the traveling and see needs, and still plan with the wedding and all these stuff. And it was a bit difficult for me back then, but because we had a good relationship from grade 12, and I think she understand my role and my passion that I wanted to play rugby, and I wanted to do well, and even now with the coaching opportunity, even because she's dealing with a lot now. When I'm away, basically 10 months 10 of the 12 months you're busy with the sevens, traveling, come back.
Yeah, no,
Here
it's
and
up
there,
and
she's
down.
doing a lot for our
So
family.
she probably thought when you were busy playing, she thought, okay, hopefully when he's finished playing, he's going to be at home, and then he gets a coaching job. And now he's
Yeah.
traveling more again,
Yeah.
so it's not stop.
But I think the understanding is very good. What she's doing
Yeah.
and what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And for me, it's about the family.
Yeah.
Sort them out. She's looking after the kids while I'm there. And I told her, for us, she don't have to work, because for me it's very important
Yeah,
that,
of course.
because I'm away a lot, and for her to look after the kids. So if she work, see the kids at night, they're tired, they go sleep, their homework, and then there's not that bond. At least she's there now, just to
Nice. Yeah.
for that to glue that family, and then now and then you can with the what Facebook or whatever,
Yeah.
Skype, you can
Yeah,
get
just-
get hold of your families, and I think that helps also a lot when she's at home.
Yeah, because I
You know
just
that-
wanted to ask you, the WhatsApp video calls are probably every
Yeah.
evening.
Yeah, I know you
at the
do that
kids.
if you can 2-3 times a day, if
Yeah.
you can, but I think sometimes the time difference kicks you out on the other side. Then when you wake up, they go into the kids go to
Yeah.
school, or
Yeah.
they go to sleep, and then you still awake.
Yeah.
And especially this last trip now, it was hectic. So when in the UK, that last trip, the sunset is 9:30, and then for us, if you open the curtains and you look through the window and you see it's, but it looks like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Then you just want to phone, but you forget about the
Then
time difference
sleepy,
and
yeah.
all of these things. Yes.
Do you enjoy the traveling?
I think doing it now for 14
Yeah.
for 14 to 15 years. I think that first part you enjoyed it a lot, but I think now when you get older and with all this planning and things go into meetings and stuff, when you play after training, you're done, then you can switch on tomorrow morning again. But with coaching, you try to switch off, but there's always something coming
Yeah.
up and you're
Yeah.
thinking of it. And but I think it's nice as
Yeah.
long as we as a system go forward and we see results and we get the team better. So that is what makes it nice. You see.
But I must say, what I like about the sevens is how you bring the youngsters in. I mean, if I look at the youngsters now, is your youngster system, like the development, it's key to the sevens.
Yeah, I think there's lots of like with Marius, they do lots of scouting with these Wilder Club tournaments and inter schools, and this with the Craven Week and these under 17 youth tournaments. So they go to do scouting there. So we try to get that academy system fresh and always getting new players in. You don't want to get stuck with players, and then when they get contracted, they stagnate. They stagnate in that position, and then there's no progression with their game stuff. So it's always nice to keep the system competitive to get players in. And I think what we have now at the moment is there's lots of quality there, and you can actually see the results when they go into tournaments, and it actually give us. It's with the senior team. Nice, you feel good about the system, so you get these youngsters in. So for us, we just need to get them to the level of intensity when they train with the senior team. So that's basically.
Because I never followed it so much, but after I think it was Kurt Lee, it was also, and then I started watching like the Twitter clips, and that it seems like that team's got this brother. It's almost like a brotherly type. When the youngsters come in, the older guys look after them. It's such a liquor feeling type of team.
I think for us, it's key. When players come in, the first thing, whenever it's the first meeting, and they sit in a culture meeting. It's either you have lots of youngsters together and you present the culture to them, or you sit with the whole squad. Because sometimes guys get bored. That's been in the system now for 8 years, and they come and it's culture meeting again because they know how to love the culture.
Okay.
But that's our first meeting with these guys. We welcome them, and then after that, in the culture meeting, this is what we stand for, vision, and then from there onwards, everybody's equal.
That's so cool, because when I see like when they're giving the jersey over, it sounds like I'm getting goosebumps here. But imagine the person like getting the jersey. That feeling must be It must be pretty awesome.
Yeah, I think for the guys, they get very emotional
Yeah.
because I watched when Werner Kok first got his jersey and how emotional they
Yeah.
were because the hard work that go in, especially now when we started for the new season, the guys are training very hard, and then just to see at the end of the season or when somebody get rewarded with a Springbok jersey and what does it mean to them, I think that is massive, and then that's why you get the results on the field and they get that brotherhood that you're talking about.
Yeah.
And I think mainly if you have a good culture and you drive that culture and you live by it, all your values each and every day, I think
Totally.
it will make the system so much better to run for our coach, even for coaching onto the field as well. So I
No,
think
it's
culture
really,
is massive.
yeah,
for
yeah, no,
us.
it's really cool. So I always consider that the sevens players are probably the fittest in the world, better than Ironman. How do you keep fit now after are you also running with him?
Yeah. Now I'm still running with him. It's just sometimes I'm living on anti-inflammatories nowadays after playing days. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes then it's the odd numbers and there's 15 players. Then there's always gonna be one guy out if you do wrestling or you do technical stuff. So then I
Have to get in,
yeah get in pummel running to it. But afterwards it's
Okay.
it's anti-inflammatories. That's what I'm living it. But if you're in the heat of the moment, you don't feel it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
we need to get the work done under the field and drive the guys because they're always asking, this is how do coach still do this and that. But yeah, it's most of it is a mindset also.
Yeah,
so
totally.
you go anti-inflammatory. Go. Don't worry about me. I will be next to you. Just
Yeah.
go and do your
Awesome.
thing.
What do you enjoy more, the coaching or the player?
I think I enjoy, to be honest, the playing.
Okay.
The playing is.
Oh, you say you switch off when
playing
it's
is
clear.
a switch off when it's clear, but with coaching, it's a continuous
Yeah,
thing. You
okay.
need to balance your life also. You can't just put everything in rugby and then you forget about your family. So now, get older, there's more
responsibilities.
responsibilities and the priorities and all of it.
Yeah.
But I think I will, if I had to choose, I will.
Okay.
The playing days is.
Yeah.
Because you're basically on the field, you're in the heat of the moment and all of that.
mm.
Sometimes, as with coaches, you also get frustrated and you look around and you do all these things, but because you understand what it is when you're on that field and all that blood go
of
through your
course.
brains and you're all that excited. But nah, I will prefer the playing.
Is it? Yeah. So I've just got 10 questions for you quickly, just to know Renfred a bit better. So I asked these 10 questions to everybody, so we'll see. If you had supper with 3 people, they could be dead or alive, doesn't matter, dead or, who would it be? Which 3 people?
I think it will be with my family, with my wife and my kids, and I think I love for them each and every day and try to provide for them. So I think if I with them,
Supper at home.
yeah, supper at home, I think that is massive for
Awesome,
me.
awesome. Band music, do you listen to best favorite?
I was, to be honest, when I played, I was all into this hip hop. But now
Psyching yourself.
Family man, you're into gospel music, more quieter music.
Okay.
I think that's where I am now.
Do you watch TV series? Is there your favorite TV series?
To be honest, I'm not the series guy. The people is just Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
would just want to watch a quick movie, hour 20 minutes. Then I'm done. I can't follow the series. My wife is she's more into.
Oh, well, she's got time.
Yeah, she's into series. But
Yeah. So okay, favorite movie. What's the latest movie you watched? Oh, what's the last movie you cried in? Let me ask that.
to be honest, I'm very emotional guy. So this is the last movie. So I couldn't even remember what movie did I watch.
But when you travel so long, what do you people just sleep? Because I mean, you have.
I think when you're on the plane, I can't sleep for too long. People, the place, most of the management take sleeping pills and they knock themselves out for 5-6 hours. I can't do that. I will. The longest I will sleep on a plane, say, is probably 45 minutes.
Jeez.
And then I'm up and down.
What?
Because when you're playing, there's my knees and all
Yeah.
that stuff. You're sitting in economy class, so you can't stretch your legs properly. So
The
you
budget.
stand at the back.
Yeah. Okay,
One or
cool.
two players or management is stand and you talk and you talk to people. Always ask like random questions to you. So that's what I do on the plane for.
Okay.
For
45
for
minutes.
14
Wow.
For 14 hours, and then say 45 minutes and maybe later. But when say we get closer to landing again, then I will
Okay.
I will just sleep.
Yeah.
But not for long. I can't sleep too long in the plane.
Okay. Pinch myself moment in your life. What is that moment that like, wow, Renfred, this is really happening to me?
I think it was when I played. Is that in George 2008-9? I think we were down and out, and in that moment, just to spark the team, scored the try, and then everybody was like on their feet, and then suddenly we got into the game,
Mm.
and then we controlled the game for the last 3 minutes, and I think we won our first ever George tournament. I think that's a
Wow.
moment.
Okay, nice. So it's a
That's
team
moment
team
for
effort
me,
moment.
yeah.
What did you tell your 20-year-old self?
I think there's more responsibility when you're 30 years old, because when you're 20 years old
Yeah.
you don't actually
Oh, you
worry
say be
about-
more
Yeah,
responsible.
be more responsible.
Okay.
I think when you're 20, everything goes, you betcha to your mom, you just want to get out there, you want to do your thing, but with older now and you're raising kids, and I think
Yeah.
it's to have more control over
Yeah.
that situation.
No, I
yeah.
see that almost I got two kids. Like when I
Mm.
walk through the house, it's like a spatula of oat leopold in every single room.
Yeah, to do that.
Who's your inspiration? Who's the person that inspires you?
I think I had a few people in my career. Obviously, you started off with your parents,
Mm.
and then now it's my wife, and also the mentors
Mm.
from school, Mr. Ontong,
Mm.
Bolandes, Mr. Senden, Sevens, Paul True, and also Harvey's in a bit because he played under him for Bolandes. That's all people that made a massive difference in my life growing up, and these different systems that you're in,
Mm.
different ages when you go into, like with the coaching now, and even Neil is now, we as management is lots of people, like different times of your career.
Mm. Mm.
I
Mm.
think mentors for me.
So if you had a billboard up on the N1 with your face there and a speech bubble, what would be in the speech bubble? What would you want to tell the world?
I think it for the world just to chase your dreams, but also
Mm.
keep track of your dreams, and also to be patient when you have these new challenges, because lots of times we want things and we want it right now, but there's no process, there's nothing going through. So I think patience is key to that, but still do
Wow.
and understand the journey.
Okay. Wow. Nice. Nice. If Renfred leaves Earth one day, what is one to be remembered as?
I think that's a that's a difficult one, but I think I want to be remembered as the for my family is the caring dad, the one that's always looking after us. And I think what we wanted, what I'm trying to do is now with the Barbadians is try to give these guys opportunity. And I think
Totally.
for us, you just wanna, like the same with our ambition is like we wanna not change people's life but touch people's lives. And I
Totally.
think that's what I'm trying to do now the last 2 years. But I know it's a slow start, but I think I want to be remembered as the one that touch people's lives and just make a difference wherever I can.
Wow, nice. It looks like you prepared for these questions. I didn't give the questions to you. Okay, so what's happening is this. So has Sevens ever been? This is the first time Sevens is in the Olympics. Yes or no? Or
No,
were they
this
in the
is
previous?
second time. Now we're
Okay.
the bronze medalist 2016,
Right.
and it's the first ever where rugby was introduced
Yeah,
to Olympics, and
correct.
I think it was massive for each and every one of us, and I'm blessed to be part of
Yeah.
that. I was Neil's assistant coach for the 2016 Olympics, and next year it's in Tokyo.
Totally.
So we qualified, and it's another opportunity. And I think
You qualified already.
yeah, we
Oh,
qualified.
amazing.
You qualify for the Olympics through the World Series that you play.
Wow, nice.
So you need to finish in the top 4, and we finished fourth. Fourth above England, and now there's still teams that try go with this repechage tournament in Europe. They still need to try qualify, and I think we were blessed to do
Wow,
that on the circuit
amazing.
and qualify
Yeah.
through the circuit. And I think for also for the people that's in the system, it was massive, because most of our senior players went to Super Rugby and played there, so we had to build
Oh, of course, yeah.
from scratch, and all the youngsters came in, guys like Curtly,
Yeah.
a few tournaments behind his name now,
Yeah.
made a massive difference. And
Yeah.
And I don't know if you saw what happened in Singapore, how they
Yeah.
just came back from a 19-0 against Fiji. And
Yeah.
just for the youngsters
No, totally.
to do things under pressure and against a big team like Fiji, I think it was massive for the system.
Yeah, no, because the other guy, Angelo Davids, also. I
Yeah,
mean, the two of
also,
them have
yeah.
just wildfire and sevens rugby.
Yeah.
It's just but it's so like you pick the perfect people for sevens. Like your scouts are then brilliant because the two of them are on another level.
Yeah, and I think there's lots of competitions where you can select players from. I think that is the beauty of rugby in our country. So for us, we don't have to go and look too far for new talent coming through. And I think there's still a grey area that we need to look at where we can get more Kurtleys from the schools now.
Yeah.
Coming this coming weekend is the inter schools Orleans and Klein Niederberg, and then the following weekend it's Noorderperal and Paulus.
Yeah.
So it's good talent for us, and I will attend. So I will also look at if you see this
Wow.
quality,
So cool.
and then also to give these guys that opportunity, because for us on that side of the river we don't get this opportunity to play against big teams
Totally.
like Paarl.
Totally.
Like Paarl and Paarl boys, and that's why we started now with the Paarl Barbarians.
Tell me a bit about the Barbarians. Yeah, we touched on it
Yeah.
earlier. So how did it?
Yeah, I
what?
think Mark Leroux, the owner of Vida Cafe, and Savandre, 2 years ago they started. They went to the tournament and they look at all the top schools, Office, Paarl Boys, Jim, Landbouw, Huguenot, all these top schools, and even Grey College from Bloemfontein.
Bloemfontein. Yeah.
They're all here, and you don't see any colored schools that attend or disadvantaged schools that's there in that tournament. So Mark started talking to Savandre and they involved me in it, and then we started to get a team together. But last year it was like short notice, and you got 3 guys from each school, and then
Okay.
like 15 players, and then only 12 can play. But I think Mark is massive. He got the boys proper kit, proper Puma kit sponsor. We stayed in I think it's one of this Bacardi
Guest houses. Nice.
in here for that 2 days, and the boys were treated nice. Got proper kit. Each and every boy got a pair of boots. So we try to give them this opportunity to play against these Model C schools and see where it's always nice to measure you against
The best.
in the
Yeah,
country,
of
and
course.
then you can see where you're at. And I know for some boys, they give them that opportunity to play with the Springboks one day, and then you get boys that they just wanted to play rugby to enjoy it. So this is the second edition of the Paarl Barbarians, and we actually have 2 teams now. So under 15, under 17.
Wow, nice.
So we're trying to grow the Barbarians, but next year we want to have a competition before, and then we give each and every one that opportunity to select that 15 from. So
Wow,
now
nice.
you just go, but and say, and you ask a school, give me a 2 or 3 best players, and then they give. But what about the other boys that didn't get that opportunity? Because at the end of the day, players are getting better with more game time.
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
you
of
don't
course.
know sometimes. You play the same boys over and over,
Yeah.
and they will get better. But then
Yeah.
there's other boys that don't play that much, but they're still quality. So we want to give each and everyone that opportunity to next year. But I think Mark is massive for the Barbarians with Savannah when they started with this idea of the Barbarians.
Yeah.
And it's also, Mark also slightly touched on it now when we started this Barbarians, about growing it, starting with the competition, select the Barbarians, get them under 15 to under 17, and also look at what's
Sorry.
happening for after school.
Yeah.
Because we have the talent
Yeah.
up until school. You can be the fastest boy in the ball, and
You
the best
disappear.
rugby player, the best volleyball, cricket, and then there's nothing after that. So we try to do something to get the boys after school, even if it's you go study for 2 years or whatever
So cool.
direction you want to go in with your studies.
So what's the big dream? What is Renfred's big dream? Or is all the dreams met already?
No, I think now with the sevens, you obviously want to get into one day that head coach position
Nice.
where we can run your system.
Nice.
Because I think you get all this experience with the assistant coaching and you do that thing, but and I think there's
Nice.
still another level to go to with that head coach. But it's not a thing that I want now.
Yeah,
I
of
think-
course.
I think preparation is very key for that.
Okay.
To get yourself to this, getting your rugby levels. I got my level 3 now.
Okay, so what else? So one of course, another big dream is the Olympics. We want to win the Olympics 2020 Tokyo.
Yeah, I think for us, we actually had last week we had the meeting planning. Neil and our manager went overseas. They did a recce on the facilities where we're gonna stay.
Wow, nice.
Because we went there 2016. But with Commonwealth Games, you at least know, because not the whole world is here at the Commonwealth Games, but with Olympics you had the whole
Oh, I
world.
see.
The dining hall
Yeah.
is as 2 rugby fields together. That's how big the dining hall is, and all of these distractions and stuff.
Oh, I see what you mean.
When you want to go into the village, or do you want to just stay in the village for 2 or 3 days? So that was all. That was all up for discussion, and
Okay.
look at facilities. Want to go to Kagoshima or stay in Tokyo? How are you gonna manage it? Because I think the planning
No, of
planning is
course.
very important.
Place is going to be a madhouse.
For this Olympics, but we came up with plans and stuff.
Okay,
so
cool.
I
Okay,
think
cool.
that is now out of the way.
Yeah.
But our current focus is on the world circuit now.
Yeah, it starts in December.
It starts in December in Dubai and
Yeah.
Cape Town, and then after the holidays in 2020, then you go overseas and stuff.
Okay.
The
So
training.
does the international series stop for the Olympics, or does it carry on throughout
No,
the year?
the Olympics
Okay.
will be end of July.
All right,
August,
cool. So
they-
when you
they
finish.
will- yeah,
Okay,
they'll
cool.
finish. They'll give you, say if you stop in May,
Yeah.
there will be a few weeks to
Yeah.
do training, give the guys off.
Yeah.
Because by then you will have tired bodies
Totally.
coming in, and we also get some of the superstars back. The guys playing 15s now,
15
but
rugby.
not all at the same time. Some of them will play tournaments here and there. Yeah, but that is a plan.
Nice,
that
man.
We wanna.
Wow. So the next 18 months is busy for you. We've got the
No,
World
it's gonna
Series.
be-
We've
it's
got
gonna
Tokyo.
It's gonna be hectic, but main focus is now. We did Olympic planning. We said, our management said ourselves, we want to chat about this now. After the series.
Yeah.
So
But Renfred, thanks so much for chatting to me. Good luck for the next 18 months.
no, I think thanks for the opportunity. It's always
Yeah.
nice, and in no way. The way we need with this interview, it's been a long time ago. But obviously with
Yeah, but you were busy,
even out
man.
then with the family. and
Yeah.
stuff,
So
but
you've got time to spend with the fam until when? You're starting December. Is you traveling again?
No, it's actually next month, the end of September. We're going to that Oktoberfest.
Okay.
It starts at the end of September.
Okay.
We're gonna take a team there. So we're busy preparing for that. Guys who are they're on break this week. And then it's another 2 weeks. Then it's another break, and then the 7th of September. Then players from Curry Cup and other youngsters that play under 20.
Wow.
They will start joining us, and then they have a few weeks to prepare for that Oktoberfest in Munich. And then there's another 4-week period where they get 1 week off, 2 weeks, and then is that playing week, and then we go to Manchester in the end of October. And then
Jeez.
basically that's last prep for the season. We go to Dubai.
Jeez Louise, but okay, the traveling sounds like fun, but I don't want to be you.
Yeah.
It can be hectic. Yeah, but good luck. Totally good luck for Tokyo. It'll be so cool you come back with a gold medal. I'm sure you'd also want the gold medal.
Yeah, I think if everything
Yeah.
goes to plan, then hopefully we can come back with that medal.
Yeah. No, but cool. Thanks so much. Thanks for your time.
Thank you for your time as well.
Thanks.